The sun's coming up on Kerr Lake this morning. It'll be a pretty day. Let's see if we can find some fish. Look at this. Now guys, he's bigger than you think he is. Don't let him fool you. You know, some of these bass try to fool you, make you think they're small, so you throw them back. And that's what he's doing. He's shrunk up and he's trying to look smaller, so you're throwing back. So, the guy, I caught him by accident. I stopped reeling, so that's our first fish. And hey, I'm an equal opportunity fisherman. I catch them of all sizes. We ran across a school of crappie and we thought we'd try to catch one of them. Yep. That was what you call an easy turn. And Mason caught a little, probably a little 12-inch bass, 11-inch bass that thought he was a crappie. You never know what you're gonna catch on Kerr Lake. A little creepy jig. All right. 2-pound line. We're both using 2-pound testers trying to, we went over to school crappie and said, let's see if we can catch one of those there crappie, but the bass interfered. Yeah. First cast, bass called fair catch, and that was it. He ain't that big. He ain't that big, he hung me up. Mason was gonna get the net because he thought he was big, but he's not. But he's just a decent fish. He got me, guys. We're fishing this cover. All right, come on, I'm gonna bring him on around here. I'm gonna try to. All right, well you can net him if you want to, sir. Thank you. I was gonna boat flipping. Guys, we done fished a long ways. We fished. You can see way up from that point. And we've caught 3 bass, 2 little ones. You've seen one of my little ones. Mason had a little one. Now he's not a monster. Not a monster bass. He's a bass. That's right, Mason. I'll tell you what, y'all wonder why I fished that young man. He said he's a fish. That's right. When you're bass fishing, guys, they're all fun to catch. I noticed one of the YouTubers I watched last night was catching some smaller fish, and he was talking about he wasn't catching any giants, but you fish for bass, and you take whatever bites you. If you catch a big one, hurrah! If you catch little ones, you look at them, you throw them back and go, let's get another one. Let's see if we can find that big one. That's what you try to do. You can see the stuff we're fishing here. I'm gonna get me a big camera one of these guys, so y'all can really see much. See the log laying there, and there's limbs laying here. You can see the brush and trash in the water. We're at the end of September. The lake is up 8 feet. It's over 8 feet. It was 888 last night when I looked. So the bass could be anywhere. Needle in a haystack. So that's what we're doing. We're going along. I've caught that one, guys. I'll share with you what I caught him on. I don't know if it's the best thing to be doing. I'm trying, usually up here, I throw a Texas rig or a jig. But I was thinking with all this trash and all this greenery, I'm throwing a Senko, and I'm using a drop dead hook. That's a 1/8 ounce. And I'm just letting it take its time. And my thought process on this, he busted my Senko up. My thought process on this thing is, guys, is that this thing only weighs 1/8 of an ounce. Being Texas rig, as it sinks down, it'll lay on top of some of that green cover instead of going down in it. If it goes down in it, you're gonna get hung up, and your chances of getting that back is probably pretty slim. So let's kick this thing around here. We're gonna hit spot lock and see if it holds us here, and we'll see if we can find us another bait. All right, guys, there's another one. I don't think he's that big. I think he's just mean. Well, he might be decent size. He's taking a little drag, man. Hey, he got off though. He got off, guys. He just wasn't hooked that good. That was a decent fish.
You gonna need that?
I need a net man is what I need. I need a guy who can put him in, in the net. Woo! Boy, And that's what you call, when he hit that one, he hit it. Got him in the gill. All right, guys. I'm gonna fix him up. All right, guys. I think I found one of those crappie we've been looking for. Nice one too. And that man's back here goofing off, and I'm out here trying to catch crappie. Look at that one. Mason was just talking about catching some nice crappie. Is that a nice one, Mason? Mason said he thought that was a pretty nice one.
Yes.
He's about 11 inches. Got some thick, look how thick he is here, guys. I know some of y'all guys are thinking, yeah, he'd be a good one to eat. But you know what we're gonna do with him, guys? Y'all know what we're gonna do with him. That's it. We want to swim off. All right, let's see if we can find another one. Got another one. We found some crappie now, guys. We found some crappie. We're gonna catch a few of these too, just to make it fun up here today. Mason's rigging his up. Now, this is a little fella here. He just a little one, but that's okay. I'm just throwing a little 1/32 ounce head, guys, and I got I'll share with y'all what I'm throwing. I've got this little Keitech on it, little 2-inch Keitech. I think that one's called. You can see it's got silver and purple flake. I think it's called the Silver, S-I-L-V-E-R Minnow. That's all it's called. Maybe Silver Flash Minnow. And we're not doing anything real difficult. Mason right in there and come towards you, trying to show him where they're at. Found them on the depth finder, ran across them on the depth finder. They're about 16 feet deep. We're in 24 foot of water right here. We're sitting in 24 foot, and the fish are about in 20 foot, something like that, and they're sitting about 16 feet, so they're about 4 feet off the bottom. As you know, crappie very seldom ever sit on the bottom. And I'm just letting it sink down there, letting it take its time. Oh, there he is. Live action. How you like that live action, guys? Well, just like on TV. All right, he's just a little fella. We're gonna throw him back in here. Oh, he's a nice one. Mason's got one here. Doubles. Oh, he lost his. He's lost. Mason's had a time. He's probably lost 4 or 5 bass today. Sometimes it's hard to keep them on, you know. All right, guys. He didn't swallow it. He just, y'all can see it down in there. I'm gonna take my little pliers, popped it out just like that. All right, guys, we'll let him go. We're gonna see if we can catch a few more of these guys, and I'm not gonna bother y'all and show them to you unless there's something big. We'll probably catch 6 or 8 more of them. Then we're gonna go find some lunch. All right, guys. Let's stop now. Let me do an outro for you. This is what I was catching most of the fish on. This is a drop dead hook from VMC. It's got a weight on it. This is 1/8. It's wrote on them. You can get them in different size. This one here is either a 3/0 or a 4/0. You can get up to 5/0. I don't remember which one it is. I usually buy the 3s and the 4s. Works fine. And you can put anything on this hook you want. I got a fluke on one right over here. I got a fluke on. I use these on flukes, different kinds of worms. But I was throwing a Senko, a couple different colors. First bass was green pumpkin. We caught a few bass. As you've seen, the water's up. It's up in the trees. They could be anywhere. It's just fun fishing for them, trying to find a needle in a haystack. The other thing was throwing, and I had a few bites on it. I don't remember if I caught any fish on it or not. I think I caught one on it, at least. It's a Texas rig, tungsten weight. Big bites worm, my favorite kind of worm. It's just a 7-foot rod, 15-pound test fluoro clear. Bass Pro rod. Nothing fancy. And if you noticed I will mention one more thing. This setup here, this is a Denali rod. It's a 6/8 medium action. I use it for everything. You've seen it on some other videos. Lews Laser. It's not expensive reel. It does fine. For a $70 reel, it's a nice little reel. Mason's got one of them too. We just talked about him earlier today. For $70, it's a nice reel. Isn't it, Mason?
Yes, sir.
He's sitting here watching me. He's fishing. He's Tim. He's fishing. And we're catching the crappie. This is 2-pound test. I'm throwing 2-pound test. This is a 1/32 ounce jig head. This jig head doesn't even have a barb on it. Just a straight jig head. I'm going to tell you what you're going to find out. This came like this. I bought them like that. But I think it's a, I don't remember who it is. I'm going to tell you, don't want to tell you wrong. If you look around, you can find them, guys. When you put a jig on there, it doesn't bust the plastic out. You can put a drop of glue on if you want to. Take a pair of fingernail clippers, cut that lead off. Cut that on the crappie baits. Cut that lead off. Your baits stay up better. I mean, see, it don't pull down as easy. Because once you bust that head of that little jig, I don't care if it's a baby shad. This is a Keitech. This is a 2-inch Keitech Minnow. They work great for crappie. I use them all the time. You've seen them in my other videos. It's probably my favorite thing to throw at crappie. And bass. I use 3-inch ones for bass, don't I? But they stay up good. You can put one little drop of glue on it. Bam! She's there. Alright, guys. We had fun. Mason and I caught a few fish. It's getting hot. That's about 11:30. He said he's getting hungry. His stomach is just growling. Time to go eat. He's always hungry. He's 13. When you're 13, you're always hungry. But look, we had a lot of fun up here this morning. Hope you enjoyed it. We caught a few fish. Had a good time fishing the flooded trees on Kerr Lake here in Virginia. Guys, my name is Dennis. Glad you joined us today. Come back and see us next time on Fishing Lake Country.